Morning, or evening, or afternoon. Welcome back. We are back in Padstow. We are going to walk from Padstow where we left off last time, and today we are going to walk to Porthcofn, and then tomorrow we're going to do Porthcofn to Newquay, and that'll be it. Just a couple of days away this time. The weather isn't forecast to be quite as nice as what I've had the last couple of weeks when I've been on the path. A bit grey, maybe some showers. Yeah, so we'll see how we get on. I've got a few more layers on this time, but I'm sure they'll come off as I get going. But yeah, anyway, just going to walk through Padstow now and head up onto the coast path.
Lacey.
Just leaving Padstow behind and the War Memorial we've just passed, and I stopped there for a couple of moments and just sort of reflected and paid a bit of respect because it is Remembrance Sunday today. So at 11 o'clock I'll be stopping my walk and just sort of having a couple of minutes to think about those that gave everything. So yeah, it's important for me to have a couple of minutes just to pay a bit of respect. Okay, over on the other side of the estuary, that's looking back towards, well, around the headland here. I'll be back to, where did I stay? Poseth. And then on our last walk we came along the beach and the dunes on the other side there over to Rock. And yeah, we got the ferry across to Padstow, which is where we've come from this morning. Just looking out here onto the dune bar. You see the waves are just breaking on the dune bar there in the middle of the estuary, and there's some surfers out there riding the waves. Just coming off the track because I just saw some brickwork and some stonework here, and I thought there might have been some old military fortification or gunnery or something. So yeah, just gonna come down and have a look at this. Right, as I said earlier, I'm only here for 2 days this time. So just day bag today. Logistics, what I've done this morning is I left my home early this morning, drove down to Porthcoffen, parked there. So because we're in off-peak or winter season now, it's free parking, so yeah, really, that was good. Then got the bus from Porthcoffen to Padstow, and now I'm walking Padstow back to my car. When I'm at the car, I'm going to drive to Newquay. Again, because it's off season, I found a really cheap hotel, like £23 for the night, so absolute bargain. Spend the night in Newquay, and then in the morning catch a bus from Newquay back to Porthcoffen, and then walk back to my car in Newquay. So yes, worked out really quite nice this section to sort of come and do it as a day trip or a couple of days, and to use the car and the buses. Yeah, anyway, so that's how I'm doing it. I do have the whole week off, but I can't spend it all on the coast, unfortunately. Me and my partner Lucy, we are going away for a few days because it's my birthday coming up. Yeah, so we're gonna have a little break together, as she's missed out all year really when I've been coming away on these little adventures. She's been at home looking after the dog, so yeah, time for her to have a break as well, I think. Right, hello, this is future Paul speaking to you. Just wanted to put this little clip in here now because I'm not sure what happened, but from this point onwards, the files on my SD card became corrupted, and the footage was unusable. Actually, when I got home, I was pretty devastated about it, and I was wondering what was I going to do. Was I going to have to go back and do these 2 days again, or was I just going to not upload any videos for it and have a gap in my journey? I didn't really want to do that, or I didn't want to do either of those options. But luckily I found a bit of software, free software online, which has managed to salvage the clips and the audio. It has slightly detracted from the quality, and sometimes the sound sounds a little bit, well, sound a little bit like a Dalek, but hopefully it's not too bad. And it's still, you know, still worthwhile watching, so don't turn off now. But anyway, yeah, let's get back to it now. But I just thought I'd put this in now to explain why the quality maybe is noticeably slightly poorer than normal. Anyway, cheers, thanks for watching, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the walk. Oh, no way. That can't be the path. You know, I considered putting on my proper winter walking boots, but I thought, oh, we haven't had a lot of rain. Right, I'll bring you back in a minute. Ooh. Right, I'm through. Glad I had my sticks though. Proper like wetland through that bit. Proper swamp. It's got a bit better now. It wasn't too bad. My feet are dry. It was maybe a little bit firmer than it looked, but yeah, you had to sort of tiptoe around the edge and hold onto a few trees. Yeah, and a few branches in the mud. You had to sort of walk across the back of those. But anyway, yeah, hopefully as we get back out onto the coast again, it'll dry up a bit. Okay, so this is Stepper Point, And this is a day mark used for ships for navigation purposes. Let's go and have a look. Right, I don't want to get too close because this is a long way down. Whoa, scary study here. Let's try and have a look from over this side. You can really feel the waves crashing through that hole down there. That's, yeah, it's quite scary study here, so I'm going to carry on now and get away from the edge. Whoa! I'm glad it's not windy. That's quite scary. You could stand here for hours just watching and listening to that sea smashing against the rocks today, but yeah, I still think I've got a fair way to go, so best not hang around too long. I'll make sure I don't go too close to the edge on this bit. There's a huge crack running all the way down there, so yeah, I'll stay to the left of that line, I reckon. I can't stop watching these waves coming in. They're huge, but I am sort of starting to think now I need to get moving because it's coming up to 1 o'clock now and I've still got about 8 miles to go, so yeah, I don't want to lose the light and be walking in the dark, so best get going. So this here is a collapsed sea cave. So the sea has formed a cave. Over time, the roof of the cave has collapsed. So you've just been left now with this, well, this huge hoe. And then there's the entrance down there to the original cave. That big hoe that we just looked at, the collapsed sea cave, that's got a really original name of Round Hoe. And then we're just walking down now into Travone Bay. on Harlyn Sands now, and I think I've made a bit of a mistake because the guidebook says the coast path continues along the beach, and that at high tide the path may be blocked by the water, and it's looking pretty high at the moment, so I don't think I can make it all the way around on the beach. The book says there is no inland alternative route, but you can, I think, use some small roads to take a detour, so I think I'm probably going to have to do that because I haven't got time to wait for the tide to turn. Right, I'm going for it. I've decided not to go on the road. I'm going to try along the beach, see how far I can get. I'm not sure. Doesn't look too promising. What I need to make sure I'm careful of is that I don't get cut off. You know, if I can't go on, I need to make sure I can get back. So, yeah. Might have to take my shoes and socks off. Right, I made it off the beach. It was fine, actually. I'll just show you the couple of pinch points now if the tide is in. There's a little one here. It didn't bother me today, but I think on a high tide, that might get cut off. And then there is one here where the water is coming in up around it now, but if you time it right, it was fine. And then into this little cove here, and the steps out are over this way. So yeah, good. I'm glad I got through that without getting wet. Even on a grey day like today, that still looks absolutely amazing. November might be a little bit late in the year even for me to get in. Another beautiful bay, another amazing demonstration of the power of the sea. That's what today's walk's been about for me, really, is just how powerful it is. And you know, you can see why the coast over this side is so rugged when you see the power of the waves today. It's not surprising, it's always changing. There's a couple of options here for paths that you can take over this headland. The slightly longer option takes in the lighthouse here on the headland, so yeah, I thought I'd come this way. Everyone wants to see the lighthouse, I think, don't you? Slightly concerned I'm losing the light. It's 3 o'clock now. You can't see it on the camera, but I was just looking over there now, and it didn't sink in at first, but the waves actually going over the top of the cliff, and to see the waves hitting them and go over the top of them, it must be amazing. If you're over there now, that must be something to see. But yeah, I don't know what the weather's doing tomorrow, or what the sea conditions are going to be. Actually, I'm hoping tomorrow's a little bit nicer, a bit calmer, a bit warmer. Actually, it's not cold today. I'm in my short sleeves, but I'd like it to be a bit brighter. In fact, I was a bit disappointed this morning when it was grey and a bit drizzly. I wasn't sure how it would come across in the video. Well, I still don't know because I haven't seen it. You know, you're watching it now. Hopefully it still looks good. But what I have loved is the sea. You know, the power of that sea today is what has stood out for me and what today's walk has been about. So I'm happy to put up with the grey to appreciate what we have seen instead today. Can't always be sun and ice creams. Right, just walking along parallel to the shoreline now. This is Boobies Bay. I hope you appreciate I had to walk through that little stream twice to get that shot. I think my shoes were able to hold up to the first one. Second one, not sure. Mind, this is a beautiful beach, Constantine Bay. It's funny, you know, there are people here today, even on a day like this, but I'm just trying to imagine how busy this would be in the summer months. I bet it's absolutely heaving. It'd be another moment like when I walked across, was it Croyd Bay? I had all my backpack, you know, big backpack on there and my walking clothes. And I'm walking across the coast path, which goes right across the beach, and everyone's there in suntan, lotion, bikini, shorts. And I felt a bit stupid walking across the beach. Trey Arnon Bay we're on now. Just come down off Trey Arnon Head where we were watching those huge waves crashing against the cliffs. We're just going to head up here around the headland, and then I think we start making our way back towards Porthcofan. I'm not crossing this one twice. I might not be crossing it once at this rate. I'll go up here where these people are trying. Ooh. Right, just past the sign saying Porthcofan, so I'm guessing just around the headland in front of me here we will start having a view back to the bay where my car is. And it's good timing as well. I mean, I don't know if it's picking it up on the GoPro, but it's quite murky now. It's not dark, but there isn't long left. I wouldn't want to be going any further. Right, this is Porthcofan, and that's where my car is, down there behind the sand dunes. Right, made it to the car park now. Plan now, like I said, is drive up to Newquay. Looking forward to seeing what my hotel's like. I'm expecting great things from that for 23 quid. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely luxurious. But yeah, no, it's fine. It's only for the night. So yeah, stay there tonight. Sorry, the battery died on the GoPro, but all I was saying is back to the hotel now, get some tea, get some sleep, bus back to here in the morning, and then we'll get back on the coast path and walk back to Newquay. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please think about subscribing, hitting that like button, tell your friends about it, share it on social media. It's really nice when people come along and say hi, and the more people that watch, the more people that are leaving messages, and it's what it's all about. I really enjoy showing you all what this beautiful coastline's all about. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.